Good morning, everybody. This is Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Hey, guys. I had a contact from a guy who's very interested in this Digital S video deck that I have. This is a Digital S. These are very, very rare machines. So I just wanted to walk you through this. It's a very, very expensive deck when they were new, and they have a lot of very fancy things on this deck. But this is a very, very fancy deck for a Digital S. The tapes are a lot like VHS, but they're not, or they look a lot like VHS. So this is a Digital S, and he just wanted me to show him it was actually working. So here's a video showing the deck is actually working. You turn the power on. I got done rebuilding the loading carriage on this thing and full mechanism refab on this thing. So I haven't actually did any recording or playing back on this deck since I got it, but I just want to show him that it does work. So right now it's going into a full diagnostics, running through the paces to make sure it's going to load a tape. That's what the DIAG means. So as it hits up zeros, you'll be ready to actually play a tape. All right, so right now we're waiting for diagnostics to finish, and now we got zeros. Okay, so I put a tape with some recording. I recorded something on this tape to show them that the video does play. I do not have audio because of the fact I do not have any XLR inputs. I only use the outputs. I don't actually record to these decks. So I don't have any audio XLRs, but the audio does work on this. I do know that. And so that's not a problem. But let's show you the video anyways. We did record something on here. And it's going to give you an idea, just to show you it does work, because the video heads go really bad on these units. And there you go. That's some video I recorded on this deck. There is no audio, but you can see the playback of the video is fantastic. And you can see on the front panel, the video is unbelievable on this thing. The SDI card, you do need to make some adjustments on the trimmers. I do not have a service manual to this deck, so if you're going to do any recording SDI or whatever, you do need to adjust the trimmers with the service manual that you could acquire for this unit. I do not have a service manual for this. I did get this out of a television station. I did no other work to this but the full mechanism rebuild. The mechanism was completely screwed up on this thing and had to rebuild the loading carriage on it. But the SDI digital in and out card, it's a little out of phase. You do have to make some adjustments on the card. People would mess with those in studios, and so if you get this deck, you need to make some adjustments to that card. There is some trimmers on that card, and you need a service manual for that. I did not do that. The only thing I did was mechanism rebuild, loading rebuild, and full diagnostics for just getting this thing to actually load and play and take tapes. The mechanism was completely screwed up. I had to completely rebuild it. So anyways, let me just show you real quick. We are getting great video out of it. It's a very, very nice deck. This is it. This is the little bit of a recording I did from a Betacam SP. As you can see, it's got excellent playback. The video heads on this deck have very low hours. This is a very, very good unit. Very good unit. The video head on this thing has very low hours. So anyways, I can't show you the audio. The SDI card will need a little bit of adjustment. It is out of phase. That's because somebody tweaked it with a screwdriver, probably in studio at some point. So that's a very easy thing to do. You just need the service manual to do that. It shows you what position, what pot you need to turn to adjust your video. But the color, the playback, everything on this deck is absolutely excellent. Okay? SDI needs some adjustment. The audio does work. You have an awful lot of inputs on this thing, composite component, and everything like that. So this does work. So right now I did record this through video in and making you a test video so you can just see that this thing does work. It's got great color playback. And the biggest problem when I got it was the complete mechanism rebuild on this thing. But this is a very good unit. Just to show you, it does play, it does eject. The video head has very low hours on it. There's really nothing wrong with the deck. You just have to set the deck up. this came out of a TV station, so they made some adjustments. So you need to go back with like a service manual to the digital card, make a few little adjustments on that. And this deck overall is in full working order. Mechanism was completely rebuilt on this deck. The mechanism was a complete nightmare. They jammed tapes, so I had to rebuild that. And the loading carriage and loading mechanism itself. But overall, this deck plays very, very well. I mean, it's got great playback, great color. So I hope you enjoyed this video.